Hi everyone. Well, the summer heat is in full force, and when you've got heat, you've got ants like I do. Now I know what you're thinking, ants don't eat my garden. However, if you've got ants, you've got double trouble, because where there's ants, most likely there's aphids. And aphids will eat your garden alive. Now, ants and aphids have kind of a mutual beneficial relationship. The aphids secrete a sugary substance that the ants then eat and take back to their nests. And the ants in turn protect the aphids from predators and carry them around the garden to food source. So definitely a problem. We've got to take care of the ants. Today I'm going to show you how to control ants in your vegetable garden. If you have a few ants in your garden, that's generally not a problem at all. But when you have a sudden convergence of ants, that definitely can indicate that there might be some aphids or other sap-sucking insects in your vegetable garden. And right now, we've definitely got a problem. We have got a ton of ants climbing up the passion fruit vine. There's just a ton of them. And the ant trail goes all along here, down through my tomato plant, all along this wall, over to the fence and into the raised bed nearby. So we've got a problem here. We're going to use two different products to take care of it, and then you can choose which one works best for you. Bonite and I are working together on this video, and one of their products that I've used for years is called Diatomaceous earth. Now this is an insect dust, and it really controls the crawling insects. So it's great for ants, earwigs. I know a lot of you deal with those horrible squash vine borers. This will take care of the problem for you. It's really easy to apply. Let me just show you how it works real quick here. Diatomaceous earth works great for your common everyday ants that you'll find in your garden. And what you do is you just sprinkle a light coating around the area where the ants are. And it's made up of silicon dioxide. It's a natural product. It's crushed and turned into powder, and it acts as an abrasive that can affect the exoskeleton of various insects like your ants or your other crawling insects. And what happens is they crawl over it, ingest it, and they die within 48 hours. Try and keep it dry for a few days after applying, and then reapply after rain or after it gets wet. But it really does the job with ants. Because ants are double trouble, I like to use a two-pronged approach to make sure that they're eliminated. And another thing I've used for years is Captain Jack's Insecticidal Super Soap. It acts in minutes to kill the ants, and it also kills the aphids and controls powdery mildew. So it's definitely something I always have around my garden. Now this is for organic gardening, which is always an added benefit, and I always like to do a test spray first. So spray your plants, a small area of your plant, wait 24 hours, make sure the plant looks okay, and then spray down the entire plant. This one is also really easy to apply. So what I'm going to do is just spray the trunk of my passion fruit vine here, and also spray the leaves, the top of the leaves, the bottom of the leaves until it's dripping wet. And it will also help control any of the chewing and sucking insects like aphids that might be on my passion fruit tree here. Now you know not to ignore the ant problem in your garden, or you're in for double trouble with the aphids, and now you're equipped to deal with them. The two-pronged approach really takes care of the ant double trouble in the garden. These ants on the vine are not moving, so I'm super excited that we've eliminated the problem and also taken care of the aphids and any powdery mildew that might be hanging around the garden as well. So I'll put links to everything down below. Also head over to CaliKimGardenandHome.com. Get 20% off seed collections, garden kits, books, and CaliKim Smart Pots with the code TinyTim, and $8 off your first Grow Your Groceries with CaliKim August subscription box with the theme of Start Your Fall Garden with the code FallVeggies. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.